All Elite Wrestling making their Southwest Virginia television debut at the Berglund Center tomorrow, and a familiar voice going to be announcing play-by-play every single match. The legendary, the Hall of Famer, Tony Schiavone, Virginia native.
How about it, Logan? How you doing, brother?
Fantastic, Tony. Yes. I'm glad that you're here.
Thank you.
Your hometown station. You watched this, you were just saying, growing up.
I used to watch Roy Stanley do sports on the weekends. I watch all of our CBS TV shows here on WDBJ, and so it's a big deal for me to be here. It really is. I went to James Madison and just right up 81 here, and from Craigsville, Virginia, in Augusta County, and saw a lot of wrestling matches at the Berglund Center.
Yeah, well, a lot of old war games at the Berglund Center back in the day. I mean, you're talking Rick Flair, Dusty Rhodes, Midnight Express. I mean, all these guys. This was Roanoke. It was a hotbed,
of course,
for wrestling.
Right.
And I'm glad. I was just telling Tony, AEW now 6 years into it, because I guess around February of 2019, the big announcement.
Right.
So what took 6 years to get to Southwest Virginia?
I can't answer that. We were talking about that before we got on the air here. We've been in Norfolk.
Yep.
And I told him, I said, I know the old Richmond Coliseum's been torn down. I said, but Roanoke's got a great venue.
Yeah.
And it's a great wrestling town. I grew up watching wrestling at the Roanoke Civic Center. I came down here a lot to watch wrestling, and back when I was in college and was in high school. So I said, we need to get back to Virginia. And they told me about this. Then they said, we're going to do Collision, which is a show that I do play-by-play for. So I got really excited about it. So I'm looking forward to a big event tomorrow night.
Yeah, and Saturday night, too. For a lot of times, you know, one of my big gripes is if something happens during the week. Like, man, I can't make it. I got to work.
Right.
But Saturday night, I'm going to be there. I cannot wait for this.
Absolutely.
So for somebody that's not familiar with AEW, what kind of makes you guys different? And what if we're going out there for the first time tomorrow, what can they expect?
I think what makes us different, if you can call us different, I like to think that all professional wrestling, and I like to think that fans should be a fan of everybody, but obviously of AEW. I think what makes us different is that we have just absolutely wall-to-wall action.
You got that right.
And we do crazy things, and we don't know what to expect. As an announcer, I never know what to expect, and I like it that way. Right? I don't want to be told. I mean,
I'm glad you say it, because if anybody, he probably knows what's going on beforehand. No, you go in blind.
No, I know once something happens, I kind of know what direction we're going in.
Yeah.
And I've got producers in my ear talking to me all the time after the fact. But I would rather not know what's going on, I think, because it's best for announcers not to know that. But it's going to be a great program. We take the air at 8 o'clock on TNT, which will be live here from the Berglund Center in Roanoke. So that's a national telecast. We're also going to be streaming on HBO Max live as well. And but for our fans coming, we're going to start at 7:30 with matches. So we don't want you to get there at 8 o'clock.
No,
get there early, see some other matches. There'll be some other matches afterwards you can watch. So it's going to be a whole night of wrestling. And we are going to have our world champion, Hangman Adam Page.
That's right.
Who is from Aaron's Creek.
Right there in the middle.
Right there in the middle. Right, I guess go right down 220.
Yeah,
his hometown.
And recently won it. Finally beat John Moxley. Man, put the Death Riders to bed.
Sure did, absolutely. So he's going to be teaming up with Jet Speed, great young team. There's more than enough reason for Jet Speed. They're going to fight LFI from Mexico.
Luchadors.
The Luchadors.
Okay.
Absolutely. So it's going to be quite a crazy night.
A hard-hitting match.
Yeah, we're going to see.
I believe, there's a women's trios match too.
There's a women's trios match, right? Exactly, good call. And then we got the TNT title, which is
Kyle Fletcher.
Kyle Fletcher. Hey, you should be the producer.
I've been doing a little homework. Ishii, he's going up against.
Exactly.
I'm telling you,
Japanese sensation.
If you've never seen this guy, I got lucky enough. I saw an Evolve show back, went to WrestleMania back in New Orleans several years ago.
Wow, okay.
Itty bitty show, and Ishii, I mean,
absolutely,
he can chop you to the next county over.
Yes, and loves doing it.
And I can't wait to see it. And
it's going to be great.
And who knows else what's going to be?
Yeah.
I mean, there probably might be surprises.
There's
always
great
about live wrestling.
That's right. You never know who's going to show up, and I think that's what makes my job great too. Because a lot of times I don't know who's going to show up until I get to the arena or until he walks out.
Or comes out of the rafters.
Yeah, Darby Allin, watch out. Tickets to AEWTIX.com. We want everybody to come. I know the governor said here in Virginia tomorrow, Saturday's play day, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think okay, so it was play day. Once get everybody away from TV screen, got it. Good way to get away from your TV screen is come down to the Berglund Center and see it live. But if you can't, yes, go to your TV.
Watch it there.
Okay.
Stream it. Brent Watts over on HBO Max.
Yeah.
One of those two spots. And look, tickets, a great affordable price for you and the family to get out there and enjoy some hard-hitting action.
Yes.
And, yeah, we'll put everything on WDBJ7.com. Again, Tony,
All right, Logan, you're a good man,
pleasure.
brother. Thank
yes,
you,
sir.
brother. Thanks.